Hello, welcome to Barb's Crochet Den. I finished my last two projects, started another one. So, like I said, I was starting the ombre one. Here's what I have. It's a, whoops, 12 pointed star. So far, it's looking good, and excuse me, it does. It lays flat. It just needs a little more weight on it first to lay flat. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we'll see. I need it to lay flat. But, yep, that's what I have on this one so far. So, that is the 12 pointed deep teal ombre star blanket. That's what I have. I started it once and I frogged it because I did not like the way the center looked. It was just too loose, too full of holes. And so I frogged it, started over. And that's what I've done this morning so far on it. So not a lot, but it's okay. As for the rest of the week, I haven't crocheted much. I had Wednesday off, but Tuesday I started getting sick. I had a cough. My throat felt swollen. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I was sick. And I had to call into work Thursday, which didn't make me happy, but I had a head cold, pressure, and I haven't really crocheted anything. However, one thing I did. I had to frog it all the way back to about here. So I've done about 2 rows on it since I frogged it. The reason I frogged it, yesterday, for some reason, I decided to count how many stitches it had on each side. This side ended up having 3 or 4 stitches less than every other peak. And I don't know why, other than for some reason on this blanket, I decided I didn't have to count. I wasn't counting. I don't know why. Every star blanket I've made, I have counted the stitches on every side to make sure it's even and nice and it has the same amount of stitches. But this one, I didn't. So after frogging and frogging and frogging, I had to frog again. I might just call this the frog blanket instead of the mystery star blanket, because as much as I've had to frog this thing, and it's only getting smaller, not bigger, that might be what I call it. But I don't know. And let's see, I work in about 3 hours, so I'm not sure if I want to work on this one or start the other one. I might put this away for now, today, and then start the other blanket I have to make. Because these star blankets are the pretty easy, ones. This other one's going to be complicated. And if I can get a couple rows down right away, it won't be easy, but I might at least have the foundation down. If I can get that down in the next 3 hours. So I think, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I will start that other blanket. But yeah, this one is just the saddest. I don't know if it's even going to get any bigger because it's taking so long. So until the next update, I'll see you later. Hello, welcome back to Barb's Crochet Den. Today it's a bit cloudy outside, so not as sunny. I just wanted to update you on my progress. So the ombre blanket, I have this. It looks like it's starting to ruffle. I want it to lay flat. So if I go any further and it doesn't lay flat, I'm going to completely redo it, because I want a blanket that lays flat. So that is as far as I've gotten on that blanket. I do need to make a lot more progress on this. Quickly, I need to make more progress on this one. that's supposed to be the short, quick project. As for my blanket from Stitch Fiddle, I have it in this bag. I got that one last Christmas. I got that bag. So this one is with the yarns I got from my Joann's haul. And it is 390 stitches across. This is what I have so far. And you know, I was thinking of, I used a 4.5mm hook. I was thinking of changing it to a 5. But this fits across my couch. So I think I might just leave it. This is going to be the one I'm going to try working on today. Because this one, I want it to be done by January. Well, December or January. Definitely January. January is the limit on that. Oh, goodness. And it's already tangled. So, I'm going to try and get that done by December. If not, then I want it done definitely by January, and then start the study of reality with any leftover yarn I have from this one. So that's that one. So, obviously, my next one, I swear this is what this whole thing is about, basically, is this one blanket. And it wasn't supposed to be about this blanket, but this blanket has definitely stolen the show. I tell you what, it really has. And that is the mystery. Not so mystery blanket, because we already know what color is next and how it looks so far. So this is what I've done. I've gotten it all the way back to the blue, and I have put the ridges in on the different color changes. I have a ridge every time. Now this one, I had it to the blue, then I frogged it to make the ridges, then I got it into the pink, and then I was missing stitches, and it was this whole thing. It was annoying, actually. But what was I saying? Oh, the other night, this last weekend, I got it from down here to the pink when we were watching. It was Saturday. We were watching Q. I think it's called Q on Netflix. We just ended up binge watching that, and that's how far I got. And then the last couple of nights, we're watching John Wick, and I got, I'm sure it's the black and blue done, but I wasn't trying to rush to get them done. So, that was the one, the first John Wick movie is how we watched the first John Wick movie. And I got, I believe it was the black and blue done. But what I'm doing is every side, every section, I'm counting the stitches now. That way I don't drop one or lose one, because I don't want to have to frog it and start over again. I've done this one so many times. I am so done with these colors. So done frogging it and getting it back to where it was. It's just kind of, you know, painful to keep doing that over and over and over again. But, you know, it's looking decent now, so I don't really regret that. Okay, so what I've been doing, this last weekend I did a little bit of crocheting. I had the weekend off, and today's Tuesday. So yesterday I got like 1 point done before work, and after work I did a little bit more on it. I worked mid-shift yesterday. So I got out for work at 7:45, but I had some grocery shopping to do. I had to get a couple things from the store. So I didn't get home till like 8:15 or so. And had some dinner, and then crocheted for, I don't know, maybe half an hour or so last night. So that's how that went. on. I've got to count now. 26. Okay. Yeah, each side has 26 stitches right now. And okay, for context, each side has 25 stitches. And I don't know if you'll be able to see. No, you won't. Okay, this is my yarn barf. But this is how much yarn I still have in the ball. So, that is going to be one major star blanket. I don't sorry. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use all of the yarn in this blanket. I mean, it might just be too big, but it was a request, so we're going to see how it ends up, what it ends up looking like. So that is what I'm doing. Today I have to do laundry. You can probably hear the dryer. I have to do laundry, some dishes. I gotta clean off a couple of surfaces, you know, kind of like spring cleaning and stuff. Just get things a little neat and organized. But for right now, I'm only doing this blanket because I'm doing the video. After all of that, though, I'm going to be working on the other blanket. Hopefully, I don't anticipate that one going very fast because the rows are so long, and I want to be very, very careful and particular so I do not mess it up. I really don't want to mess that blanket up. So, what I'm going to do is take my time on it. If I can get even 2 rows a day done, I think I'll be doing good. I'm going to have to probably calculate and see how many rows I need to do a week or something. Oh, yeah, see. Got a knot. I'm going to have to do some calculations to see how many rows I have to do to get it done in the time frame I have. And I'll probably do that first. And then I'll probably try and stick to that as much as possible. Which I know puts stress on me when I'm like, I need to do this many rows, or I need to this many stitches to get this project done in this amount of time. And then there are days where, you know, you just can't do it. It's like today I have off so I can crochet a little bit, you know, more than normal. But it's like today's Tuesday, so I work Wednesday through Saturday. And it's all mid-shift. But it's not that bad. It isn't bad. Like, I think tomorrow I go in at noon. So I'll have a couple of hours after I get up to do some crocheting. But I'm going to have to see how long it takes to make each of the rows on the other blanket. And then depending on that, that'll decide whether or not, well, no, I'll have to do it in the morning anyway. Can't do it after work because the person who it's for is going to be home. So I have to figure out how to do as many rows as needed before work. On the weekdays. I'll have to, because I never count weekends in when I'm crocheting and doing math like that. Never count weekends. If I crochet on weekends, even better, but I never count the weekends because I just don't normally crochet on them. I'm doing other stuff, but if I end up crocheting on the weekends, then even better. It's just a bonus, less work I have to do later on said projects. I do not consider it work though. I don't. So we shall see. So that's the update. So until next time, hopefully I have even more progress to report. And let me know what you think, what you want me to do videos on. Because I know so far they've all pretty much been about this blanket. But let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next update.